Okay, Michaela, how's the week been off the back of the Adelaide result? Probably, obviously not the result of the performance the team was after. How's the week been leading into Newcastle?
Yeah, we obviously came home without the 3 points that we wanted, and a lot of positives, to be fair, in that first half to take away from it, and we created obviously a lot of opportunities but didn't take them. But yeah, credit to Adelaide, they kind of knew what to do with our playing style and put us under pressure, and it paid off. But yeah, we've taken a lot from it, and we're excited for Newcastle. We know they're on a bit of a trend upwards at the moment, so it'll be a really good challenge. But to be back at Sky Stadium is exciting for the doubleheader. So hopefully, ready to play some good football, and it's been a good intense week.
So how does the dynamic work in this team when you look back at a game and then you look forward to a game? So how much of the week is dedicated to the lessons from the last game, and then when do you draw a line under it and start looking ahead?
Yeah, I guess obviously it's an away game, so you kind of have that next day, the travel day, to kind of obviously dwell on things, unfortunately. But it's never nice when you lose away, kind of stuck in your mind too much. But yeah, and then we come home, have a review session, and then it's kind of from that next training, we kind of move on from it. So everyone kind of rewatches the game, kind of takes what they need to from it, and obviously Temps does the review, and we have good chats about it, and then it's obviously next game. We can't dwell on things too long in this league.
Do you take any sort of inspiration from the men who also had not a big loss, but they lost to Newcastle after having had a really good start, then bounced back with a really good win against Macarthur? Do you feel like you can do the same sort of thing?
Yeah, I think so, and I think we've already shown that this season too, after the loss to Central Coast, where another game where we dropped the ball on our standards. So, and then we come back and beat Perth, who are top of the table. So we've shown that we can do that, and it's definitely a big game to go out and do that, and at home too.
Isabel Cox, has she joined the squad, and if she has, how's she looking?
Yeah, it's been really exciting to have her around and at the facility, and she's in training now fully, and she's looking really good. And it's always exciting to bring another striker in, and obviously our other internationals have kind of set the bar, and I think she's living up to that already. So we're really excited to see her on the pitch whenever that may be. But yeah, she's a great asset to this team.
Can I ask you about the Melbourne Victory game when you came off the bench and went into that 6 role? I know you've played there in the Northern League. Is it a role that you could see yourself playing in the A-League Women's?
Yeah, I think so. It was a bit of a curveball a little bit. Just obviously I knew I was coming off the bench, and just with the travel in Colombia, and I think I probably expected to come in fullback role. But yeah, I really enjoy the holding mid or even anywhere in the midfield. But like you said, that was my old position, and kind of getting forward and holding the ball and playing those passes is something I like to do. And but the internal fullback kind of allows me to do that too with the way we're trying to play. But yeah, I don't know, I think they can see me as a bit of a utility player, so potentially, but yeah, I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah, and is it something that I guess could be valuable, because at the moment, and hopefully this changes, you only have the 4 outfield subs on the bench. That versatility is actually quite valuable, not just in the subs, but across the entire playing squad. Yeah,
definitely. Like you said, it's hard with only the 4 subs for outfielders, and especially for the midfielders, it's a tough job and it's a bit of running. So yeah, if I can help in that way, then obviously I'm willing and open to do that, and obviously got to train it a little bit more, so I'm not running around like a headless chicken. But no, I think I did okay in that Melbourne Victory, and I enjoyed it. And yeah, I think, like you said, it'd be good to kind of have that rotation with players as well.
And a couple of starts for the Ferns in the most recent window. How happy were you with the way you went over there?
Yeah, I was really excited to obviously be in that starting 11. It's cool. I've had 2 previous starts, so it was pretty special to kind of get a few more minutes in the legs. And the altitude wasn't easy, but came back and felt like I could run for days. So, but yeah, it's obviously a great privilege to put the Fern on and to be in that starting line. It was exciting, and I know we didn't get the win, but that first game and that 0-0 draw was pretty exciting, and in front of a pretty packed stadium. And I know it was their first game at home since the World Cup, and after their great run, it was a big result for us.
Cool. And just finally on Newcastle, you mentioned before they're on a bit of an upward swing. What sort of challenge are you expecting from them on Saturday?
Yeah, they're a good side, and they're aggressive, and I think that's probably something we've lacked a little bit with when teams put us under pressure. That's when we have kind of been at our weakest. So we've been practicing that week, and they bring that, and they love that, and they showed us that in pre-season as well, and we played them. So I think we're ready for that and ready to give it back a little bit too.
And just a few questions from Andrew Vorman and stuff. What has the team identified as to what went wrong in the second half last week?
Yeah, I think we probably didn't keep our heads as cool as we probably should have when we were pressed and under pressure, and we've shown that we're technically a really strong side, and Adelaide kind of shut that down quite quickly and didn't give us time on the ball. So I think we've worked on creating time for ourselves and knowing that pressure's coming and being comfortable to work under that.
And given this upcoming schedule, the next 4 games in Australia, how important to bounce back come Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. Like you just said, it's all away games in January basically, so it'll be tough, but we're up for it and we're excited for it, and we're still playing new teams obviously, and we're still playing everyone this first round, so we're learning a lot, that's for sure, and we're ready to bounce back and focus on this first game first.
And just finally, what's it been like for you playing at Porirua Park against playing at Sky Stadium, and what's it like being back at Sky this week?
Yeah, I love being at Porirua Park. I was Tawa last year and now living in Whitby, so pretty much I probably can't say I'm a local, but it feels like it a little bit, and all my family's in Porirua too, so no, I love it. It's a really intimate stadium, and especially that first game against Western, we felt the community really show up, and it was incredible, and hoping we can get that same sort of vibe at Sky Stadium again. And I know it's a big place to play, but it's always cool to be in a big stadium as well.